Maido! Hi there, Japan fans. In today's show, we're going to talk about a special kind of speech when you're representing your company. Present, master shimashou. This is the fourth year of the Presentation Japan series podcast. We are beaming around the world to you from sunny Minato-ku in Tokyo. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guy, committed to your success, the president of Dale Carnegie Training Tokyo, Japan, and best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, Japan Business Mastery, and my new book, Japan Presentations Mastery, is now released. All are available on Amazon. Through this podcast, I want to help you become a better speaker who is clear, confident, persuasive, and highly influential at those around you. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn, who, unlike many other podcast hosts, have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on iTunes. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Tuesdays, the Presentations Japan series. Every second Tuesday, the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan series. Every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcast Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show. And Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. This is episode number 263. Today we're talking about the impress your audience speech. Every time we speak, we are representing our professional and personal brands. People judge us and then they project that same judgment onto our organization. If we are very professional, then they see everyone in our organization in a positive light. If we are bumbling and disorganized, then they see our whole organization the same way. If we want the audience to believe our message, then they have to believe in us first. This is why having credibility is so important when speaking. If we overstate our organization's capabilities, it arouses suspicion and damages our credibility. Remember, this is the era of cynicism and fake news. Anytime we make a statement, then we need to back it up with evidence. The evidence has to resonate by being vivid, interesting, and memorable. We have to show the benefits of what we are suggesting because facts by themselves cannot be enough. In particular, we need to show how they can apply these benefits in their own organizations. We want to present a positive image of our organization, but how do we do this without it being rejected as corporate propaganda? Being confident when we deliver the key messages makes a tremendous difference. Uncertain speech, hesitation, struggling for words, using filler words like and all conspire to defeat our efforts to appear confident in what we are saying. Fluency in delivery is what we need, and that takes practice. We don't have to memorize great chunks of content. We can use the slide deck for navigation purposes to guide us through the flow of the talk. We just talk to the point of the slide because we've designed this talk, so obviously we know what we want to say. We must project tremendous enthusiasm. I'm thinking of two speakers who surprised me with their total lack of enthusiasm for their own amazing companies. One was a luxury marque car brand, and the other a resource captain of industry. Both had phenomenal sagas of defeat and triumph, of business breakthroughs, and of spectacular R&D success. It would have been much more interesting if they had included these in their talks. They managed to replace these exciting stories with the bland and boring. If they had spoken as if possessed, with total belief in the righteousness of their company's contribution to the world, they would have had much greater impact with their audiences. They would have attracted fans for themselves and their companies. The structure for a talk to impress an audience about our organization looks like this. Opening. The opening has only one purpose. That objective is to create a positive impression so powerful it breaks through all of the distractions occupying the minds of the listeners. The first sentence out of the speaker's mouth has to command our attention and interest. Pithy quotes, grabber statistics, total killer stories will all do the trick. Find out more. We come back from the break. Our show today is brought to you by our public programs, but we also do custom-made in-house classes. Now, we do them in our super safe classroom, we do them live online, and we do them in Japanese, and we do them in English. Today's show is sponsored by, on the 16th of November, we'll be doing a course preview. On the 18th, in our professional leadership series, we're doing handling mistakes. On the 25th of November, in our professional leadership series, we're doing vision, mission, and value. Check out our website at www.dale-carnegie, carnegie.co.jp. Lots and lots of value for you there. Now, to do better in Japan, email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Get my best-selling books, Japan Sales Mastery, that's the Bible for selling in Japan, and Japan Business Mastery, and my new book, Japan Presentations Mastery. If you like learning by watching videos, there are over 1,000 there for you at Tokyo, Japan, Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. We release 3 TV shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, which is the premier business show in Japan, comes out Mondays. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show, and Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders in Japan from SMEs all the way up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show. Don't forget, you can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Welcome back. Next one is message. We need to clearly state the key messages. Within the first 5 minutes of the talk, are the audience clear on where we're going with this speech? Have we honed our key messages down to the bone to eliminate psycho-babble pap and make sure we've eliminated our data dump proclivities? We need to reiterate the most important message in the speech close before we bridge to the Q&A, and again during the final close at the end after the Q&A. Evidence. We must establish credibility and inspire trust, respect, and confidence in what we are saying by using powerful evidence. So often, speakers make sweeping statements and audiences are left to ponder whether that statement about their company is true, or are we listening to a reincarnation of Joseph Goebbels, one of the most evil and notorious propagandists in history. Carefully inspect every utterance where you're making a broad statement and then check to see if there is sufficient evidence accompanying it. You will surprise yourself with how often we make statements and offer no proof whatsoever. Closing. As mentioned, there are 2 closes. Close number 1, prior to Q&A, is designed to capture the essence of your message in order to reinforce its potency for the audience. The second close, for after the Q&A, is designed to leave the audience with a favorable, memorable impression of you, your organization, and your message. The impress talk structure is not complex. But the delivery requires a lot of rehearsal. Practicing on your audience is self-delusion in the making. So many speakers give their speech once when they're in front of the assembled mass of skeptics, doubters, critics, and cynics. Anytime you're talking up your own organization, then you are really asking for trouble. Get the required fluency in the delivery so that you are radiating confidence and credibility. If you do that, your message will be bought by the audience. If you don't, your professional and personal brands will take a big hit. The choice is embarrassingly clear. Thank you for joining the Presentations Japan series. If you got value from today's show, spread the love around and share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Immediately apply what you have learned today, use it, and go out there and become a presentations legend. Remember, I'm your corporate coaching and training guy in your corner, committed to your success here in Nippon.